Welcome to the Payday with Rayray podcast, hosted by yours truly, Rachel Bell. I'm here to make your life easier as an entrepreneur and teach you everything I've learned about building multiple seven-figure online businesses. And on this podcast, I'll be giving you my best advice, trainings, and mindset shifts so you can grow your business and, most importantly, make every day your payday. What the hell is up, Payday babies? Welcome back to another episode of Payday with Rayray. I'm Rachel Bell, your host, and this episode is unlike anything you've ever seen before, or heard before, shall I say. This episode is a overview and a tour. Like, imagine that this is MTV Cribs, and I'm like, hey, welcome to my crib, it's Rachel. But instead of introducing you and showing you around my crib, I am showing you around my program. That's right. I'm going to give you an inside look into Online Coach Accelerator, my signature 90-day business mentorship program, and show you the round and show you how and why it started. And I'm going to show you also what it includes, what you're going to learn, who it's for, who it's not for, and give you a really in-depth and inside look into how we built out this program to be one of the top business mentorship programs on the market, hands down, no competition. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to start out by first just introducing you to the context of this episode. Right now, at the time of this recording, we are open for enrollment, which means OCA is available for new students to enroll. And typically this only happens 3 times per year. So it's a very unique opportunity for you to take the leap and to invest in yourself. And to, more importantly than that, you're going to figure out exactly what you need to get done in this 90-day sprint to make sure that you can not only generate income, but transform your life as a whole, become your highest self, and become a strong and magnetic leader in this industry. So it's a beautiful experience because you get so much hands-on mentorship, support, accountability, and you get the education that a lot of people are really in need of when they first start and grow their coaching businesses. So Online Coach Accelerator is all that and more. And before we get into it, I just want to first start out by saying, because we only open 3 times per year and we do an enrollment period, which is generally around a month long, this is now your shot to get on an enrollment call and an interview call with one of my team members. So to give you a little context into what that process looks like, we open up calls basically from, I would say, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific every single day for this enrollment month, where we are discovering which students we can accept into OCA and who's going to be an amazing prospect to mentor for the next 90 days. And so during these calls, basically what we do, it's not a typical sales call that you would expect. It's basically an interview where we want to get to know on a deeper level where your business is at, what your dreams are, what your vision is for your business, why you're doing this, and ultimately discover some hidden challenges or blocks in your path that are preventing you from getting there on your own. And then we're going to outline the program for you, see if it's a good fit. And then if we both agree that we can help each other and you being an excellent student for the program and us helping you get to the next point in your business journey, then we will invite you to join the OCA family. And if it turns out that you're not a good fit or you don't think it's a good fit for you, then no worries. Worst case scenario, we've gotten to know you and now we're besties for the resties. And you get to go on your merry way with some really, really insightful and thoughtful direction and guidance from my team of coaches. So the people that you're going to be getting on phone calls with for this interview are actual coaches within the program. So they are taking time out of their month to have these enrollment and interview calls with you guys because they want to select the next round of students that they are going to be mentoring throughout the next round of OCA. So it's a very comprehensive and congruent process from the point of you enrolling and sending in your first application to getting on the phone call to discover more about the details and what you can expect and how you can enroll. And then when you're actually talking to this person, chances are they're going to be your coach inside the program. They're going to be helping you apply the material, answer all of your questions and things of that nature so that you can move forward powerfully and you can have an actual personal connection with the person that's going to be answering your questions. They know all about your business and your history. It's a very comprehensive process. So that's how we do our enrollment months. If that makes sense and you're interested in getting on a call, I invite you to go ahead and take this opportunity, because even if it's something that you plan on doing in the future, it's a great opportunity. This is one of the only times that you can get on a call with me and my team to discover more about the details of Online Coach Accelerator. So if you're interested, go to onlinecoachaccelerator.com, fill out the application, submit that application, then book a call with my team, and we'll have a beautiful 30-minute chat on you and your business and where you want to go. And then if it looks like we're a good fit to work together, then we'll talk about what that looks like as well. So that is what we're currently doing inside of OCA and in our enrollment period. So just for context as well, in this current enrollment period, we are enrolling right now until July 20th when we start the program. So you have until now to July 20th to book your call and get that on the calendar, get it on the books. So I'll be giving you more reminders and stuff like that. But if it's outside of this and you're listening to this podcast episode at a later date, then I still invite you to join the waitlist, which will be found at the same link as the call booking page, onlinecoachaccelerator.com. So go check it out. And I want to also just pre-frame real quick in this episode what you are going to be hearing and what you're going to be talking about with me. So in this episode, I'm going to outline the how and the why I started Online Coach Accelerator, because a lot of people think this is my first business, and it's not. I had many businesses before this, but I want to share with you the most impactful business that eventually led organically into me starting business consulting, business mentorship, and business coaching. And I'm going to show you what it's really like from the inside of the program, what you'll learn, what you'll get, and who it's for and who it's not for. So let's go ahead and start from the way back in the beginning of Online Coach Accelerator. How did it even start? How did it even become a thing? Well, for context, the first time that I ever ran an Online Coach Accelerator program, I only had 5 students in the program. And that 5 students grew from the next launch to 27 students. Then it grew to 47 students. Then it grew to 69 students. Then it grew to over 100 students, and then another over 100 students, 170 students. And it just continues to grow, and our systems continue to develop and evolve and mature to support a bigger amount of students every single round that we open. Here's the other thing about this as well. Our waitlist has significantly grown as well. So we are actually not able to take the amount of clients who want to join OCA every single round at this current time, because our main focus above everything else, above marketing, above anything, is delivery and making sure that the quality of service that we deliver is top notch and unparalleled in this industry. So that's our main focus, and that's why we cap the student amount that we are accepting every single round. And although we have a wait list of over 13,000 people who are waiting to get inside of Online Coach Accelerator, we only accept a very, very small percentage of those people into the program, because again, we want to make sure that you're a good fit. And we also want to make sure that we are able to deliver with the highest quality possible. And that's why we stay pretty conservative in terms of the cohorts that we accept into each round. So that's a little bit of context into how we run the program and what our logic is behind having the wait list and opening enrollment for a short period of time, and then, focusing completely on delivery with the students that we currently have. So how I started OCA and how it became even a thing and how I even got involved in business mentorship in the first place. And this is great because earlier on a live stream, someone asked me, how did you learn so much about business? And that answer is very multifaceted. There's a lot of hard work, a lot of education that I've done with myself, like reading dozens and dozens of books. I don't think I can say hundreds of books, but dozens of books, close to 100, between articles, books, ebooks, audiobooks, listening to tons of information about business and all the different facets of what I need to know as a business owner as it relates to marketing, sales, team, delivery, operations, finance, everything. I've done a tremendous amount of internal work and effort into completely comprehending the business world, not only in the coaching industry, but in a lot of other parallel industries as well. I've also hired mentors. I've spent over $300,000 in mentorship since I started in entrepreneurship. And that has gone to a lot of really wise investments. And that's also gone to a lot of investments where I learned exactly what not to do. And either way, I found it to be an incredibly valuable gift. But the reason I started OCA is because my first really, really successful business was an Instagram growth and marketing agency. The reason I got to that business was because I had gotten plugged in as basically a systems and development and operational right hand to a lot of really, really well-known entrepreneurs, some of which I can't name, but They were running 7, 8, 9-figure businesses. A lot of the entrepreneurs that you probably follow and listen to on other podcasts or other, channels, I was working inside of their businesses and writing a lot of copy, doing sales pages, creating websites, sales funnels, email sequences, running their social media campaigns, marketing campaigns, all that stuff. And so I had my hand in a lot of different businesses, and I got to see from the inside out and from the background what all these businesses were doing to run and what their priorities were and how they were structuring for growth and how they were scaling and what type of leadership issues occurred at each different level of scaling. So I feel like I got kind of an inside look into what this process really looks like on a high level, so that when I started my own agency outside of the jobs that I was working to be everyone's right hand, it was like, just hitting the ground running. I was able to really do a lot of scalable efforting or scalable preparation in the beginning to make sure that I was set up for success. So to give you context into my first business that really became successful, it was an Instagram growth and marketing agency. And I started this with a business partner at the time. And when we first decided to start this business, we just did it all organic, because the whole point of this growth agency was to provide organic follower growth. There was a lot of Instagram growth and marketing agencies out there who would promise organic growth, but they didn't actually provide organic growth. They would hook their clients up to automation softwares and therefore hurt the health and the well-being of the account. Because if you don't know already, Instagram, Facebook, and other social media platforms are incredibly good and vigilant about monitoring for automation, because they want the most authentic user experience possible. And when, there's a bunch of bots on a platform, real people are less likely to use it. So Instagram and Facebook were really hardcore about monitoring for bots and automation, and we steered clear of that with our agency, which allowed us to become one of the top Instagram growth and marketing agencies that specialized in organic growth for a very long time. And so we got a lot of press, a lot of PR for that, and we were able to grow our client base relatively quickly because we were so niche. And that's when I first really understood from experience the importance of having a really strong and focused niche and having one signature offer. So the fact that we grew this business from zero, literally zero, no bootstrapped, no outside investment, no money from friends and family, no money from anyone other than ourselves. And we started it with literally maybe $2,000 in the bank collectively from our own savings and jobs. Then we grew it to 7 figures within about 1.5 years or 2 years, maybe. I don't have the exact timelines, which I know would be helpful, but let's just call it 2 years to be safe. We grew it from 0 to 7 figures in that time frame, and without paying for a single ad. So there was a lot of people in our space that would come to us and be like, hey, what did you do with that? Like, how did you make that happen? Right now, I'm paying so much for ads and it's not really working. How did you grow your agency so quickly and so organically? I don't understand. And so I would do consultations with people to show them what I was doing on my social media channels and how I was getting referrals, how I was getting testimonials, and how I was getting plugged into different spaces, and kind of consult for free at first with just friends. But then it started to be a thing that our clients noticed, because our clients would come to us and they would be like, hey, I really want to grow my account and I really want a bigger audience, because that means that I'll be able to make more sales. And that's, I guess, the logic that a lot of people use. They figure if more eyeballs are on their content, then chances are they'll sell more shit, whatever it is they're selling. But that could not be farther from the truth, because although we were giving amazing growth results, like growing people from 0 to 100K followers that are completely organic, targeted, and vetted within 6 months, which was just absolutely unheard of, our clients would still come to me and be like, hey, I really need to find a way to monetize. It's not working for me. So what I would do is I would do these consultations on the side, which I would charge for because there was an add-on service. And I would give them a monetization and marketing strategy. And I would say, do this for a month and you'll make your investment back. And so they would go ahead and implement it. And the results were crazy, crazy, crazy good. So good that I'm like, damn, I should just do what you're doing. I should just quit this and become a fitness coach and grow my own Instagram account. It'd be so easy. But the results were amazing. And I realized that I knew so much about marketing and client generation and really speaking with intimacy and really speaking with authenticity to an ideal client avatar, that a lot of people in our client base kept on coming to me and asking for consultations and repeat consultations as well. And so some of our clients would be coming to me and asking, hey, can I do a consultation again? Can I do a consultation weekly? And I just kind of got wrapped up into consulting, basically. At a high level, I would get paid anywhere from like $300 at first to $1,000 per session. That was like 45 minutes. And I would teach them how to like monetize, and then they would go out, implement, make their money back, and then come back for another consultation. Okay, now I have a ton of clients. How do I scale? And because I had grown an agency, which is probably one of the most difficult businesses to scale, in my opinion, I was really, really versed in how to systemize, structure, optimize, and prioritize different SOPs and hiring techniques and training techniques to help their team grow. And more importantly, help them replace themselves in their business so that they could actually focus on marketing and generate more income for their business. So I was getting wrapped up into a bunch of consultation, a bunch of coaching roles just from my existing client base within the agency. And then it struck me and I was like, you know what? Coaches and consultants get the best results with this type of information. Yes, I could help e-commerce businesses, and there was a lot of clients that we had that were selling like vitamins or supplements or something like that, and they would crush it as well. But I realized that my strength and how I could really, really help someone completely was if they were a personal brand, and if they were a leader, like a thought leader of some kind, and they had a message to share and they were actually delivering their own services and they could sell something that was high ticket, it would be really, really amazing for them to have a consultation with me, because within like literally a week, they would be able to make their investment back plus some. And so I said, okay, let's take all the coaches in our client base. Let's do like some training for them. Let's make a little handy book on how to monetize, how to make sure their content is actually compelling, because with all the audience growth in the world, if your content isn't compelling and if it's not influential and if you're not selling, then you're not going to see the money return to your bank account. So I was creating all these guides for them. And eventually it became so clear to me that coaches were the niche that not only I could help the most, but that I felt most fulfilled helping because of the way that they were transforming people's lives. And I kind of felt myself feeling this incredibly sacred role in supporting other leaders in monetizing and marketing and sharing their message with power and transparency and with clarity, so that they could help transform other people's lives. Because the saddest thing in the world to me is knowing that a coach is incredibly talented and gifted at what they do, but they're just not able to get clients because they don't know how to communicate that value and really stand for their value, and how to structure a program properly so that it's attractive to the ideal client avatar. So there were a lot of things that I was realizing throughout this process. And finally, I said to myself, all right, what would happen if I just ran like a beta program, like just beta tested this program where I did like 90 days of business mentorship and help people grow their audience and select an offer, select a niche, and do all the groundwork and get them their investment back within 90 days. I wonder if that would work. So I created a little Facebook group and got people in there that were interested, and I pitched it over 3 days. I did a little training, and then I said, hey, I'm taking clients. My goal was to get 15 people in the program. I ended up with 5. And that was just because I didn't really have like a super public track record with business coaching at the time. And I imagined that like people were like, okay, well, we'll see how this one goes, and then I'll get involved later on. But it's really funny because people from that Facebook group originally still hit me up to this day, and they're like, man, I remember that training you did. It was so good. I'm so glad I joined OCA now. And it's a full circle experience, which is really dope. But at the beginning, I got 5 clients and I was like, okay, this must be perfect. Like, yeah, I wanted more, but there's a reason I only got 5. So what happened was incredible. In that 90 days where I was only supporting 5 people, I was able to learn so much about who my ideal client avatar was for OCA, which at the time was called Online Coach Evolution. And so, yeah, it was a really rewarding process. My students were able to make incredible moves. They were able to complete the entire program. They were able to make money, sign on clients, and sometimes sell on clients to the highest ticket package they've ever sold, raising their prices from like $200 for a 90-day package to $2,000 for a 90-day package. And they were less stressed and more happy with the results that their clients were getting as well. So I was like, great, this is working really, really well. And I wonder who else would be interested in this. So I launched it again and then got 27 clients, which was a big jump from 5. So the exponential growth factor was there. And then I just kept optimizing the curriculum. I kept adding more modules, optimizing modules, redoing things, adding a mindset component, adding a leadership component, adding systems, adding management, adding productivity and time tips, optimizing the niching module, the offer, all that stuff. I just went in and I made this my life's work. And so that is how Online Coach Accelerator was born. That's basically the background into how this program started. And it's been around for a little while now, I would say a couple of years. And through that time, we've mentored over 580 coaches. And we have a very long and extensive list of clients who've been able to generate 10K months, an even more amazing list of clients who have now become full-time 6-figure online coaches and have scaled up from just starting their business, and they didn't have any clients when they first came into OCA. And now a couple years later or 1 year later, they're now raking in a consistent 10K per month or 15K per month. Or I just spoke with one of my clients, Rachel Barber, a couple weeks ago, and she had her first 80K launch, which was crazy good. So I am really, really honored and excited because a lot of the people who are coming to Online Coach Accelerator start with a very profound dream. They're like, I just want to help people. I'm a giver. I want to see people's lives transform. And I know that I have something inside of me that knows that I can do this, but I'm also so scared because this is such a big leap for me. And maybe people in your life don't support you in that leap. Maybe people in your life judge you for wanting to be a coach. Maybe people in your life don't actually support your evolutionary process and your growth. And for you to invest in yourself is a giant message to the universe that you're ready for more. And let's be honest, that's intimidating sometimes, especially if we don't have the groundwork of personal development and spiritual development to believe in ourselves and to shed all of our insecurities. But OCA is so close to my heart. And the reason why I call it my life's work is because I truly believe that it's the most magical vehicle to not only teach business, but to teach you about yourself. And so in this episode, again, I'll just outline what Online Coach Accelerator really is from the top to the bottom, share with you some of the success stories, and then you can make the judgment for yourself about whether or not this is going to be the program for you. All right, so from the top, what is Online Coach Accelerator? What's the dealio? So Online Coach Accelerator is a blueprint to help you position yourself as an authority online, build a highly engaged audience, get more clients, and become influential using your social media presence. And this is all done without using paid advertising or any fancy websites. The overhead that you need to invest in your business is little to none. And this is what really differentiates our methodology on monetizing organic social media audiences from everyone else out there who demands that you spend thousands on ads just to test something. It's not necessary. And that's what we teach inside of Online Coach Accelerator. And the next question in your mind is, okay, well, Rachel, how big does my audience need to be? And we'll get to that in just a moment. But if this is compelling to you, then let me lay out what Online Coach Accelerator really is, how it works, and what the framework is on how this program works. So OCA, Online Coach Accelerator, is a 90-day step-by-step course that helps you start and grow your online coaching business by using social media. So regardless of your past experience or your number of followers or your business knowledge or experience, OCA is here to give you the blueprint to attract more clients online, provide unforgettable results to your clients, and live in financial abundance. So this is all without spending money on ads or spending thousands of dollars on a fancy website. And typically what people join for is the client attraction, the stabilizing, the financial income, all that stuff. But what we're really here to do is turn coaches into leaders. That's our mission. So when you join OCA, you'll be immersed into a supportive community of other students who are there to grow, learn, love, and contribute. So you start OCA as a student, but you really finish as family. And the most rewarding part of this journey in mentoring so many students inside of this program has been so many people coming forward and saying, Rachel, I found my best friend through OCA, or I found my home, like my mastermind, people that I still talk to this day. People are meeting up in real life and really connecting on a deep level because let's be honest, the entrepreneurial journey can be really lonely sometimes. So finding a connected, supportive community is priceless. But back to OCA. So you'll learn in the program absolutely everything you need to know about building out a 6-figure online coaching business. That includes niching, offer creation, packaging, pricing your offer, content, copywriting, social media growth, marketing, sales, productivity, systems, and more. And this is all shared through an educational component, which is our detailed 8-module curriculum. Now, there's also a couple different components of OCA that not many people know about. There's the education component, which is the 8-module course, but then there's also the support component and the accountability component as well. So When it comes to education, each week you're going to be given a new assignment to complete, and by the end of the 90 days, you'll have a full system set up to attract clients and close sales with ease. And here's where the support comes in. If you run into any questions on the OCA material or with your business and you're feeling stuck, we've got you. So in OCA, you'll gain access to unlimited daily support inside of our support Slack community, which is basically a messaging app that you use to be in contact with your coaches. And you'll get weekly group coaching video calls with your dedicated OCA certified business coach to help you troubleshoot, gain clarity, and make progress in your business. These weekly calls will happen in a very intimate setting of you and 10 to 11 other students in your team. And the way that I divide up teams to make this really, really effective is, let's say we get 100 students in OCA. I won't have 100 students like all attending the same Q&A because that would be just wild. So what we've done instead is we are having each individual team of 10 to 12 students, all organized according to business experience, goals, personality type, and time zone. They're going to attend one weekly Q&A call with their business coach. This coach is dedicated to you. They're the one keeping track of your progress, as well as your accountability coach, who will also be on that call every single week with you. So you'll get dedicated face-to-face time with your coach every single week and a guaranteed opportunity to ask any question that you want face-to-face with your coach. So the intimacy is unparalleled, it's unmatched, and you're going to be guaranteed to get all of your questions answered, as well as the unlimited messaging support that you get. So, like I said, when we start the program, you're going to be grouped into small, intimate teams of 12 other coaches according to certain factors. My favorite factors to sort people by so that they can actually become friends is personality type, level of business experience, and their goals. So anytime you need help, you just simply post in our private support community or attend one of the weekly group coaching calls held by one of our trained OCA coaches, and you get customized on-demand mentorship. It's really just like available to you at any time you need. But that's not all. But wait, there's more. So we know that if we give you the education, the information, and then we answer your questions, there's still a gap. There's still a gap there because what ultimately stops us from getting our results that we want is follow through and consistency. And for those of you listening who are kind of feeling some self-doubt and lack of confidence in your ability to follow through, I just want you to know that I understand, like more than I'd like to admit, I understand how hard that mental terrain is to navigate. I would actually say that's the number one reason why I held off on investing in myself for so long, because I actually didn't believe in my ability to follow through and take action consistently. I knew that somehow I was going to fuck it up, or I wouldn't show up, or I would self-sabotage and procrastinate, and there just wasn't accountability in my life. I was the only person holding me accountable. So that's why when you join OCA, you're going to be assigned your own dedicated accountability coach who will help you track your progress, get unstuck, stay productive, and stay accountable. So between all these different components of support, accountability, and education, we make it pretty hard for you to fail. Pretty hard. You'd have to try pretty hard to fail. Basically, you'd have to ghost us and literally block us from your Instagram and block us from every way of communicating possible in order for us to not hold you accountable and continue reaching out to you and make sure that you're on track. So we are basically your dream team of business cheerleaders and sages and guides that are ready to come forward and support you in your journey of making your dreams come true. So Online Coach Accelerator is the perfect blend of education, accountability, support, and action. And this is why we are the #1 business building course for online coaches and produce unrivaled results in the industry. So if you have questions about the results and what those really look like, just head over to onlinecoachaccelerator.com, and there's a lot of videos that you can watch that have reviews from past students talking about their experience and what they learned and what their main takeaways were and how that changed their business. So let's talk about who Online Coach Accelerator is really for. So if you're listening to this and you're like, cool, I'm vibing, I like it, this sounds helpful for me, I just want to run you through a couple different statements that will describe who this program is best for. So Online Coach Accelerator is really, really great for you if you've had a couple clients in real life or a few clients, maybe you have some, but you get them mostly due to luck and you can't figure out how to take your business online and get clients consistently through social media. There's just kind of a block there and you're not feeling predictable income. Online Coach Accelerator is also really great if you are an expert at what you do, but you feel lost or overwhelmed when it comes to business and marketing. Let's say that you're just like an epic coach, but then when it comes to selling, when it comes to marketing, you're like, this is the hard part for me. Or maybe you've been like an influencer type character in the past trying to sell an MLM product or something. And you got some traction with your audience. Like people are like, okay, I see what you're doing, but it's just not clicking. OCA is also great for you if you want to leverage your time and freedom by having an online business. You want the option to work from home. You want the option to travel the world, quit your job, and choose your own hours. You want to go full time online. So OCA helps you do that. And you want to grow a profitable audience and become an authority figure, but your problem right now is that you don't know how to create compelling content that actually sells and how to grow your social media pages effectively to make sure that everyone in your audience is high quality and ready to buy at some point in time. And then lastly, Online Coach Accelerator is for you if you're not sure how to position yourself as an authority, stand out from the crowd in a saturated market, and sell with confidence and authenticity. So if that stuff sounds like it describes where you're at, I want to add one more note. There's a lot of people who ask me, Rachel, I've never had clients before. I'm just starting as a coach. Is OCA right for me? And to that I say, oh my gosh, you're so lucky to not have started yet, because if you start with the business foundations, if you start with an advanced training like OCA in how to set up your online coaching business and how to create your offer and how to create your niche, how to create a good sales flow and set up your pipeline, and you're getting everything set up before you even get a client, this is really the make or break factor between a lot of people's success and other people's failure on a recurring basis. So OCA is the program that I desperately wish I had before I ever started in the coaching business. I think that if I had a training like this when I was doing my first coaching or consulting when I was like 18 with teen girls and I ran through OCA, I would have such a different outcome than I had, which was basically giving up on that dream. And so I'm grateful for my, learning experience. It brought me here, and now this is my destiny, and I'm so excited about it. But I vowed to myself, if I can help someone with my knowledge and I can help someone with the results and the blueprints and the frameworks and the maps that I needed when I was in their position, I'm going to help them. So this is what OCA is. It's a collection of all the frameworks that will help you get from 0 to 6 figures as an online coach. So if those statements describe you and that resonates with you, then Online Coach Accelerator is the perfect solution for you. So there's a couple different things that allow Online Coach Accelerator to work. Number 1, it's a proven process for results. So what does that mean? It means no more guessing and wondering if you're doing the right things and looking at other people sideways and trying to, look at what everyone else is doing on their Instagram and copying that. It's just simply follow our step-by-step blueprint, work hard, ask questions, and watch the magic happen. It's very, very simple, and you'll be relieved by how simple our methodology is, but how effective it is as well. The second thing on how OCA works is the fact that you get unlimited on-demand mentorship. So as well as holding weekly group coaching calls every week to give customized, in-depth coaching anytime you need it, daily support is also available anytime you post your questions in our private messaging app inside your team. The third thing is detailed curriculum, baby. I'm actually in the process of redoing some of the curriculum right now in this month. And so the next round of OCA students are going to have fresh curriculum. Lucky you. So when you join OCA, you're going to be given access to the 8 modules of curriculum. This is what contains our signature OCA methodology. So it's dripped out week by week according to your pace, so you have time to learn and implement before going on to the next step. The fourth factor that makes OCA work is lifetime access. So when you join Online Coach Accelerator, you're given lifetime access to the curriculum and all the call recordings that happen within your team. So even after the 90 days of community support and the educational modules and whatever, you get lifetime access to all of that material after OCA ends at the 90 days. So what's constricted by the 90-day timeframe is the live on-demand mentorship, but you get lifetime access to every single call that was ever held with your team and all the mastermind calls that I do to answer your questions and the OCA curriculum itself. So you're going to have tons of access, lifetime to all that material. And then the fifth thing that makes OCA work like a charm is ruthless accountability. And when we say ruthless, we mean it. So when you join OCA, you're going to be assigned to your own dedicated accountability coach who is responsible for tracking your progress, helping you get unstuck, and holding you accountable every single week. So what that looks like in action is asking you, hey, What did you get done last week? What's still remaining? What are you committing to getting done this week? What's standing in your way? Do you need a plan to get there? Okay, this is when everything's due. Go do it. And then they're holding you accountable to getting things done on time to make sure that you're running through the program at a good pace, at your pace, whatever pace that is. Now, the fifth and final element that makes OCA work so well for our students is the supportive community. Like I said, being an entrepreneur can be lonely as hell, but when you join the OCA family, and when you join, you're going to understand exactly what I mean by family. You'll be warmly welcomed into this active and bright community of other like-minded coaches who you can connect and mastermind with. And what typically happens is our students become so inspired, motivated, and held accountable by the vibrancy in our student group. And you're going to probably make friends for life. So that's a big bonus in my opinion. I could always use an extra dope friend. So hopefully you find that within OCA. If you don't, at least you got your business all set up. You're making income, you're making sales, you're helping clients transform, and you're doing your thing. So now let's talk about an overview of the process. When you join Online Coach Accelerator, what does the curriculum really look like? What are you going to be learning? What can you take away from this process? So when you join OCA, the first module that we dive into is called the Six-Figure Coach Blueprint. This is when you're going to learn how to maximize your time inside of OCA. I feel like I just slurred my words. It's launch week, baby. I'm slurring my words and I'm pitching and I'm selling, okay? All right, so back to business. You're going to learn how to maximize your time inside of OCA and see results faster. So in module 1, what we do is we break down the entire process of starting, growing, and scaling a coaching business to 6 figures and beyond, and map out the entire process so that you understand what it is you're building at a high level. So you'll understand the steps necessary to be successful, the best business models for you, and why we start with certain business models before we move into group coaching models or other things like that. And you'll gain clarity on what to focus on, particularly at your stage to grow your business. Then module 2 is all about programming your mind for success. You probably already know, if you've listened to me for any amount of time, that your entire life can be flipped upside down or right side up by a good or bad mindset. So success, as they say, is 80% mindset and 20% mechanics. And even if you feel like your mindset is on fleek and you are a mindset coach and you do this for a living, you are probably going to be shocked at all of your hidden mental programming that slows you down and keeps you locked into a self-sabotaging cycle, perfectionism, procrastination, basically all of the root causes of your self-sabotage and other behavioral patterns that prevent you from reaching your goals. So this is not fluffy, vague, cute mindset training. This isn't like putting sticky notes on your mirror saying, I am worthy and all that stuff, even though that's beautiful. This is a scientific method, okay, that will show you how to rewire your brain to think like a millionaire and, most importantly, act like one too. That's the biggest determining factor of your success, is whether or not you believe that you can step into that higher self way of being. So there's a lot of homework in that module that will allow you to program yourself regularly to step into the type of energy and the type of behavior that you need to in order to create the results that you want from this program. Then in module 3, we're going to talk about finding the right niche. This is the juiciest module of them all because everything relies on whether or not your niche is really dialed in. So in module 3, you're going to learn our foolproof system for choosing the most profitable and aligned niche for you as a coach. So even if you've already selected a niche, I promise you this process will teach you how to truly understand your ideal client avatar better than they know themselves. And you're going to learn how to position yourself as an influential specialist to that ideal client avatar, conduct dangerously effective market research with no complex BS, and you're going to know how to validate your niche to ensure no time is wasted in your promotional efforts. So finally, at the end of this module, we're going to show you how to craft a message that's very, very clear and cuts through the noise of your industry and turns you into an industry leader, regardless of your audience size. Okay. Then in module 4, this is where we talk about crafting an irresistible offer. So get ready to get paid, baby. In module 4, we're going to help you craft an offer that's so irresistible to your client, they're just going to be hurling their credit cards at you saying, take my money. In a perfect world. In this module, you're going to learn how to create a program that produces unforgettable results, allows you to charge more, and attracts high-paying clients who take you seriously and are happy and willing to pay your rates. So in this module, we'll cover packaging your offer, pricing, how to create your program, and how to become the Gucci of your industry and position yourself as a premium experience that changes lives. Then in Module 5, we're going to talk about selling with confidence and authenticity, because if you can't sell your service, you don't have a business. That's just a fact. So in Module 5, we're going to share the same signature sales script that we have used to close anyone on the phone, even billionaires, without feeling salesy, pushy, or weird. This is completely based on permission. I'm a strong believer in permission-based sales, consent-based sales, and most importantly, attraction-based marketing that allows the sale to feel very permission-based. So you're going to feel confident about your offer. You're going to overcome the feelings of doubt and uncertainty and make it irresistible for clients to say yes to you because they're truly a perfect fit. We'll also unveil the secrets of sales psychology and why certain people buy and how people buy so that you can sell absolutely anything to anyone, regardless of what you choose to go into in the future. After we cover sales and get you ready to go into marketing mode, that's when we drop Module 6, which is affectionately termed the client attraction formula. I love this module. This is when shit starts to get real, because in Module 6, you'll start filling up your audience with ideal clients. You're going to learn how to impact lives and cultivate a community of raving fans. And I'm going to teach you how to grow an engaged and profitable social media audience. I'm going to also show you the best content to create, like exact post types and when to post them, so that you can attract clients effortlessly, get on more sales calls, create impactful conversations with potential clients, and so much more. So you're going to learn our signature client attraction formula to build a system that turns strangers into high-paying clients. So get ready to transform your online presence from meh to clear, compelling, and influential. This is where we equip you with two of our signature tools. One is called the Content Bible, and the other is called the Marketing Calendar. Very simple names. What do they mean? The Content Bible is a collection of all the proven to sell posts and exactly who they are for and when you should post them in order to nurture your audience correctly. So there's a lot of talk about, oh, you should share your story, you should do this, you should do that, you should share results, but in what order and how you say it and what are examples of that? Inside the Content Bible that I equip you with in Online Coach Accelerator, I give you a complete guide into exactly what those posts are comprised of. We cover copywriting and a direct response advertising methodology, and everything you need is combined inside of Module 6 to really take your presence from, standard, average, normal to incredibly memorable and influential. Then Module 7 is about business management and productivity, because if you're getting booked out, you're going to be busy. So Module 7 is about managing yourself and your energy and your time in your online business. So we're going to share proven systems to help you get more done in less time, daily routines that make you more productive, and you'll learn how to keep everything organized and solve problems easily in your business. I'm also going to pull back the curtain a little bit to reveal each pillar of a healthy business and show you how to audit and operate like a real entrepreneur. So this is a high-level technique that a lot of people use in masterminds that are 7, 8, 9 figures and above, but I'm bringing it down so that you can understand what comprises a healthy business in the beginning of your journey. So no more wasting time, no more feeling scattered. You're going to handle it all in Module 7. And then finally, to wrap up the curriculum journey, in Module 8, we're talking about maximizing referrals, profits, and happy clients. Because of course, you want your clients to be happy, you want them to be successful, and you want them to be crazy about you. So in Module 8, I'm going to teach you how to deliver a 6-star experience, not a 5-star, a 6-star experience to your clients, create these unforgettable results, and form fulfilling relationships with each of your clientele. And I'll show you how to bond with your clients so that they feel seen, heard, understood. We're going to talk about conflict resolution, how to get more referrals, how to get testimonials, and how to generate a crazy amount of influx to you so that you have a steady flow of clients who love you and want to keep working with you. So that is the complete, coherent, and comprehensive guide to starting, growing, and maximizing your 6-figure online coaching business. It's all laid out for you inside of OCA. So when it's all said and done, and you've gone through all the curriculum and you've gotten on your coaching calls and you've asked questions and you've grown as a person and you're getting sales and getting clients and everything's going awesome, I want to paint the vision for what it looks like at the end of Online Coach Accelerator. By the end of the program, you're going to have a freedom-based business model that fits the life you want to live, giving you the time to do what you want with who you want, where you want, and when you want. Working online, guys, is such a beautiful thing. It's such a gift. And when you are truly in charge of your own schedule and you have the flexibility and the financial stability to make choices for yourself on where you show up and when you show up and what you wear when you're showing up, it's a beautiful, beautiful gift. I want everyone to be able to experience that and, of course, put food on the table. So again, by the end of Online Coach Accelerator, you're going to have a marketing system that attracts and converts your ideal client. You're going to have a content strategy in place so that you can become the go-to coach for your audience. You can strengthen your brand. You can become an authority in your niche. You're going to be confident about selling your packages with ease and authenticity, and understanding that everyone who signs up for your program is a good fit. And if they're not a good fit, trusting in the abundance and your system to allow other ideal client avatars to find you and sign up. And you're going to understand exactly how to solve any problem within your business and have an entire community to support you in reaching your goals every single step of the way. So this is the comprehensive guide. Like, this is really, really the program I wish I had when I was starting my coaching business. So what I would love to invite you to do is to check out some of the stories that our students are sharing on our page at onlinecoachaccelerator.com. Because once you watch a couple of the videos, you'll not only get a vibe as to what the program can provide, but also what types of people we're helping inside of OCA. There's a lot of questions that we get around, if I'm from a different country or English is not my first language, can I do this? And there's plenty of success stories of people who are just in your position. If you're wondering what type of clients we work with, what types of coaches we work with, it's all available and waiting for you at onlinecoachaccelerator.com. Now let's get real for a second. I want to just address something that is going to be very, very, very present for a lot of you listening right now. There are a certain percentage of you who know about OCA, or you have actually gone to the website before and you know exactly what I'm talking about, or you have maybe even opened up the application form and then you've started typing a little bit and then you're like, maybe not right now. And so you exit out and then you come back to the application form and you start typing it out a little bit. And then you just don't submit it and you don't book the call and you don't really take that leap because you talk yourself out of it during the process. Now, there's two reasons why this happens. There's two reasons why ultimately an online coach like yourself wouldn't enroll in Online Coach Accelerator. And here are the two reasons. Number one, you don't trust the program or you don't trust me. Now, with this part of the conversation, I just want you to know that's totally normal. I actually don't want you to blindly trust just anyone who claims to have the results that you want. I want you to check it out. I want you to talk to my past students, and I want you to actually take the time to research. Is this something that you can trust? If you have any doubt or you want some more context into what the results we do provide are, then go to my Instagram profile and just watch some of the results story highlights on my profile, or just go to onlinecoachaccelerator.com and the results do all the talking for me. So if you feel any ounce of doubt or any thread of doubt in the actual program quality, just talk to my past clients, please. Hit them up, reach out to them. They'll actually tell you what their experience was like and what they recommend for you. So that's an open door for you. Now, I think that a lot of you who are listening to the podcast, you already probably trust me. That's why you're giving up time to listen to this episode in particular. You already trust the program. You already trust me. Now, that's where the second reason why you wouldn't enroll or you wouldn't apply comes into play. Second reason is that you don't trust yourself to get the results. And this is the part of the conversation where shit gets weird, because although there could be a proven blueprint, there's a certain percentage of us out there in the world who think that somehow we're going to be the exception to the rule and somehow we're going to fuck it all up. And I was definitely in that camp. And like I said earlier, that was the biggest thing that actually stopped me from investing in myself in the beginning of my business journey, because I was like, I see that all these other people are getting these results and that's amazing, but somehow I just don't think that I'm going to allow myself to get there. I was like, somehow I'll just mess it up. Somehow I'll ghost, or I won't show up, or this will get in the way. And what I want to say to that ultimately is a couple things. The first thing is I don't want to understate that your experience of self-doubt and lack of confidence and maybe a little bit of insecurity mixed in there of not being able to perform and succeed. It's a heavy feeling. And I totally understand how that feels, because I spent a lot of time in my life feeling that way. And I didn't think that I was cut out to be an entrepreneur because I had all these things stacked against me, especially my past track record of, enrolling in courses and then not finishing them, or doing something and doing it to the T and actually investing my hard work into it. And then it still didn't show any results and I didn't really know why. And nobody was there to help me or guide me or answer my questions. So I was putting all this past track record stuff on my future, and I was projecting that into every experience that I had the opportunity to join. And what I realized was that I was waiting for this turning point where suddenly my behavior would change, or suddenly I would become super driven and hardworking and then just start showing up. I was waiting for that change to happen to me instead of deciding that that turning point was right now, and that I could use a program like this or a mentor as a symbol of this being my commitment to make that turning point happen in my life. And so for those of you listening who are waiting for this turning point in your life where you can stop procrastinating or you can stop self-sabotaging, I would sincerely love to invite you to use OCA as a symbol of overcoming this, and just send in an application or just book the call. Like, show yourself that you're willing to change this pattern in your life, and that you're worthy and you're deserving of all the success that you constantly dream about every single day. You're so worthy. You deserve that. And so the truth is, I don't really care if you sign up for OCA or you sign up for some other program or whatever, or you buy an amazing book, or you end a relationship, or you start a relationship, or you do something in your life that's amazing. All I care about is that you take the leap and you do what you know your heart is telling you to do. And if that is OCA, then I invite you to apply. If it's not OCA, cool. I don't know why you're listening to this episode, but awesome. Glad you stayed around. And this is what I really, really wanted to just say. The 2 reasons why you wouldn't enroll, the 2 reasons why you wouldn't sign up, the 2 reasons why you wouldn't apply, the 2 reasons why you never move forward. Either you don't trust the path, you don't trust the next step forward, or you don't trust yourself. And 99% of the time, guys, it's because we do not trust ourselves. And so I'm here to just say, we don't have to project onto our future what our past track record is. This can be a fresh start. And for so many coaches, it has been the fresh start that they needed to completely prove to themselves that they can be an entrepreneur, that they can work for themselves, that everyone else in their life was wrong when they told them they couldn't do it. And that's what I really, really, really want to give to you as a gift. So with that being said, I hope that lands. I hope it resonates. And my final invitation is for you to go to onlinecoachaccelerator.com, send in an application, check out our student results, get on a call with my amazing team who are all coaches inside of the program and willing to guide you to whatever the choice is that's right for you. And I hope to see you inside of the program. Thank you so much for listening. And I am so excited for the day that we get to cross paths and I get the chance to mentor or support you on a deeper level. With that being said, I'll see you guys next week on Payday with Rayray. Have an amazing payday, everybody. And check out onlinecoachaccelerator.com for your chance to apply and book a call with my team. See you soon. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did find it super valuable, you just want to share it with the world, make sure you screenshot, post, and tag me on Instagram so I can stalk your profile and we can connect more. And to get notified on the next episode here on Payday, go ahead and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes so you never miss a beat. Get out there, secure the bag, and I will see you next payday.